Hey y'all, this 3D. Thought I'd take a walk in the woods and tell a little story. As we all know, as we tiptoe through the valley of the snowflakes, can't really talk freely. And it kind of dawned on me, that's probably why Jesus talked in parables, so that people with ears to hear were the only ones that could get the message. So anyway, I guess everybody has talking code nowadays. And just wanted to tell a little story about an old saying that we all have heard and we probably think we understand and we're beginning to feel. And it's the story about frogs in boiling water. Everybody knows that when you cook a frog, you start off with lukewarm water and slowly, gradually, over time, increase the heat, and eventually it's too hot for them to jump out and the water's boiling. Well, I'd like to do that as an analogy of where we are today in this time. The water is the system that is boiling the people through economics, through laws, government, and the system uses opportunities, minions, let's just call them opportunists, to achieve its goals. The opportunists are the minions that are always looking for a cheap shot. They're always looking for an opportunity to burn a place down and steal everything they've got. Taking something for nothing is what they live for. It's what they've always lived for. It's what they will always live for. They're the type of people that you give an inch and they'll want the mile, and then they're not going to be happy with that either. You can't satisfy them, you can't appease them. There's nothing that you can do to help them, because honestly, they don't want to be anything more than what they are. They're lazy. And they will always live for opportunities so that they can live a lazy life. And they're always fed. Well, the frogs, that's us. We sit there in that water, in that system, dumbfounded at everything that's going on, and fed artificial flavored justice that we're supposed to believe, and the system just continues to grow and get hotter and get hotter. Now, where we are today, in my humble opinion, is the time for prepping 101 is probably done. If you haven't gotten on that prepper train and started your adventure as life as a prepper, on a full-time basis might be a tough learning curve. Snowball has gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. And I don't think there's any stopping this snowball. This snowball is going to hit ground and it's going to make a mess. I think that for the frogs that have decided to abandon the system are probably on a better path. It's a harder path. You have to make a lot of sacrifices. You can't always have what you want. You can't always go out and spend everything. But being self-sustained is the next step in prepping. For those who are working on being self-sustained through their prepper skills, using their prepper knowledge, are the ones that are gonna do the best. The system has always been a part of our life. We've always been frogs. We've always tried to live like a frog to the best of our abilities. And but the system has changed, and it's time for the frogs to change too. The system is not sustainable. And for those who try to stay in the pot of water where the system is running the show, gonna have a really rough time. I hope you have a good plan. And that's a part of being self-sustainable. It's something that you really have to think about. Grow your own food. Another part of that system is inflation and the money. That's all fixing to change too. And it's something that you need to make a part of your plan also. You're not going to be able to just run out and buy the groceries. You can't now, but in the future, with everything that's going on, food is going to be hard to come by. And when people start going hungry on, they already are, but on massive, massive scales, it's really going to get rowdy out there. So prepping 101 is a good thing, but you better beef it up and start working on self-sustainability. If you live in a city, better make some tough decisions there. If you have a bug-out plan of leisurely packing your car and leisurely loading your family up like you're going on a vacation, might not be a very good plan. You might need to think about something better than that. If you live in an apartment, if that thing burns down or you can't get out because there's people looting and robbing everyone on the street, that's something you need to think about too. I think that times are changing, and I think that it's time to get a little bit more serious about what your plans are and how you intend to be self-sustainable. Being a prepper is a good thing, but being self-sustainable, grow your own food. Food is going to be important. Anyway, I just felt a need to pass on a little wisdom. Hopefully give some people some food for thought. And I just wanted to say, love you guys. Hope all are well. Much love. God bless.